everybody, welcome to Hybrid Files. Today we're talking about a very interesting specimen, the Dreadosaurus Rex. Let's get into it. The Ukrainian government claims the Russian scientists created the Dreadosaurus to fight Ukraine in the war. However, the Russian government has denied this, despite proof that it is true. The Russians did create the Dreadosaurus to fight. But what the Russians can agree on is that this animal, it cannot be controlled. It is not tame, it is killing just for the thrill, and often picks fight with the apex predators just for fun. Regardless of who created it, some genius thought it was an amazing idea to bring it to California, where it escaped and to this day terrorizes towns on the west coast. Majority of the info I have on the Dreadosaurus is from eyewitnesses rather than my own eyes, because this thing is too dangerous for me to trust being around it to observe it. Anyways, just be prepared for possible inaccuracies. Similar to crocodiles and Indominus, Dreadosaurus teeth are meant for grip rather than slicing, so most likely when eating, it tears its prey apart rather than chewing. Another feature that it has is that one of its teeth is longer than the others. Maybe a fang for venom? I'm not sure. Another thing this Dreadosaurus has, which makes it even more terrifying, is thumbs. That's right. This thing has fully opposable thumbs, like humans. It's also flexible and agile. The top speed is unknown, but it's somewhere around 45. According to eyewitnesses, it does zigzag when it's running towards something with a gun. Like, for example, if someone has a machine gun and shooting at it, the Dreadosaurus would zigzag towards the shooter, that way to dodge as much bullets as possible. To add the little cherry on top, it's almost entirely bulletproof. According to eyewitnesses, the only things that can even make it bleed would be a tank. Like other spinosaurids, I imagine if one of its spine breaks, it'll die. But it seems like this animal knows that too and is actively avoiding being hit in the spine by anything. Despite its reputation for hunting humans, from what I can tell, it's not hunting us for food, but rather it must stem from some deep hatred for us. Which makes me question, why? Why does it hate us? What do the Russians do to it to make it believe that humanity has to go? Intelligence-wise, this thing has been compared to a 12 to 13-year-old kid, which is quite terrifying for an animal. Which also means that it was smart enough to tear out the tracking device stuck in its neck. But that good news is that now I have a free DNA sample so I can analyze what it's made of. Let's look into that. The base genome is Spinosaurus, the Islasorna breed, but the rest include Carnotaurus, Velociraptor, Deinosuchus, Utahraptor, Giganotosaurus, Tojangosaurus, Mosasaurus, and human. This thing has human DNA in it. It also has a bunch of genes I couldn't identify. For example, one of these genes allowed it to echolocate, but that can either be whales, bats, or even something else. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episodes of Hybrid Files, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.